Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you seriously watching the Have You Heard podcast by yourself? On YouTube, nonetheless? Whoa. That's kinda cringe, don't you think, Nathan?
Mhm.
Don't you know that the Have You Heard podcast is also available anywhere else you can get your podcasts, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Google Podcasts? Also, when you do this, you actually support us as creators. Because right now, you're just stealing all our money like a bunch of
Yep.
dirty little sleazebags. So please, consider supporting us by listening on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, uh, Pocket Casts.
Mhm.
Yeah. Now I'm just gonna sit here until you do it. Welcome back, everybody, to the Have You Heard podcast, the only music podcast where we talk about the music that we've all listened to. I'm Pablo.
I'm Nate Doe.
And today, guys, we got a real special episode like we always do. So, Nathan, have you heard Awaken My Love by Childish Gambino?
See.
For our English only listeners, C means yes in Spanish,
Yes.
along with Italian, I believe. Um, so, with that out of the way, let's get started with a little history. Awaken My Love is the third studio album by Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino, released on December 2nd, 2016. Instead of a more rap focused album like Gambino did with his previous work, because the internet and Kawaii, which we did look at Kawaii last season, I believe. This one is more psychedelic soul, funk, and R&B. Yeah, met with generally positive reviews. And yeah, let's get into it, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. So let's begin. First off, listen, we're gonna start off. Me and your mama.
Okay.
This song is incredible. I keep fucking with my slippers, my bad. But this song is amazing. This is genuinely one of the greatest songs I've ever heard.
What?
Absolutely.
It's not bad to me, but I didn't think you'd give it this high of a rating.
I fucking love this shit. This shit
Holy
is
shit.
mind numbing. It's fucking golden.
Damn. In my notes, I wrote down it's got such a strong start in my opinion, but that little like choir of ladies who sing the first two really repetitive minutes of like that chorus portion,
Mm.
it just feels like they could have did something else that would have made it more catchy.
What I say to that ratio plus you're
Okay.
white. But
Yeah.
that being said, when
You're white
Gambino
too.
comes in with the freaking guitar and shit, whew, come on. You gotta love it.
You listen to all these black rappers and now you think you're black.
I can't say you're white. You've never seen you're telling me
You're
you
white
don't.
too.
Yeah, I'm aware. That's the meme.
L life.
Ratio, idiot.
L life.
Cope. Cry about it. Anyway,
Based. Hey, whatever. Fuck you.
yeah, I am
Hey,
big.
Pablo, you know what? Have some love. Okay?
Uh
Ah,
this
see that
guy.
setup we did there?
I
See,
see what you
guys,
did there.
we're not mad at each other.
Yeah. Have Some Love is a pretty good, feel good, soulful song. I really do like the chorus. I do just kind of think the verses are kind of okay. A lot of Gambino's vocals on this album are kind of
Hmm.
bit I don't know, a bit weird, I guess. Kind of I don't want to replicate it because I know you'll make fun of me. But imagine me replicating it and then you can laugh, but otherwise you're not allowed to laugh because I didn't actually do it. But Have Some Love is pretty good. The verses are just kind of okay though. It's just my humble opinion. What about you?
I wrote down that like for Have Some Love. It's definitely a song I could see people liking, but it's just definitely not my type. It just kept like a straight and very monotone. Um, I kept a straight and very monotone face within this song. Like it didn't really catch anything interesting. But I was
Interesting.
like, I was understanding how some people would like it.
All right, that's interesting. Um, Next up, I can't think of any sort of transition for the next song, but here we got Boogie Man. Um, Again, very similar issues that I have with "Have Some Love." I have with this song. I love the riff. That's dope. But
Hmm.
um, his vocals again are just kind of yeah,
Yeah,
they're
I
not for me.
actually wrote down. I don't like what they did with Gambino's voice, if
Hmm.
that even is him, because it
It
was just
is.
really unintelligible. Gave me a super weird vibe, and therefore I was like, no, pass, please, thanks.
Hmm. I'm thinking of a transition. I can't do anything. Zombies. Meh. Uh, zombie. Zombies is I don't know, it's a bit slow. I think the more this song goes on, the more I like it, which is kind of an inverse of how I feel on a lot of songs. So it's kind of surprising. Um but yeah, his I definitely like his vocals a bit better. Um but I just feel like this song is just a little bit too slow for me. I do like at the end there's that other, I don't know what kind of instrument it is, but it's kind of a little funky. It's like mm, boing, 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 boing. I can't go that high, or my mic
Yeah,
probably won't even pick it up. But I'm gonna blame it on my mic. But either way, I can't fucking do it. Yeah, just kind of meh. That's the thing. A lot of these songs on their own, I'm like, I don't really love this, but like all together, this album is just really, really compelling to me, and I don't know what it is. But yeah, what do you think about zombies?
well, and I quote from my notes. Start quote. The fucking moment this song started, I said no. What the actual shit? I'm writing this in advance to tell my future self that if Pablo tries to tell me off and justify that this song is good, I'm leaving the call. End quote.
I'm not that big of a fan enough to argue with you, honestly. So we can just
Huh.
leave it at that.
Good.
Next up, Nathan, I don't want to start a riot or anything.
All right. Well, while he's laughing, I wrote down for Riot. It's something that's literally like been the best I've heard on this album, and that's like
Mhm.
lowballing, like as deep as like a fucking Mariana Trench, where you'd see like the Kraken or some shit,
I don't know.
like low.
You always talk about the Mariana Trench. What the fuck is the Mariana Trench?
You know,
Yeah, I guess I'm googling it.
you
Mariana.
know how there's Mount Everest is the tallest point in
Oh,
all of the
this is
Earth.
the
The
lowest point.
Mariana Trench is the lowest point in all of the Earth. As far as we've discovered, there's probably lower points, but Mariana Trench. I'm pretty sure you can fit Mount Everest inside the Mariana Trench.
Hmm. Interesting.
Oh, you didn't even fucking know about that, man. Jesus
No,
Christ.
I didn't.
Wow.
Um, if Mount
How do
Everest
you
were
segue into
hypothetically
Redbone? You can't.
if Mount Everest were hypothetically placed into the trench at this point, its peak would still be underwater by more than 2 kilometers.
Holy shit.
That's cool. Riot. Damn. This song would just be like bring 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 bring
Yeah.
bring. I love it.
It's
It's
better
great.
than the other ones, but still something I wouldn't like put in my playlist and be like, yo, it's fire.
It's in my list. It's in there.
Okay. Yeah.
Get ready.
Well, you're a Bino fan. I'm not really a gay Bino fan, so
Who you calling gay Bino?
call it Gambino, gay Bino.
I think that's messed
Don't
up.
make me get any red bone. I don't know.
Man,
So
my bones
Redbone
really
is our
hurt.
next song.
They're red. I have a rash on my bones.
Redbone, I'm pretty sure everyone would know what the song is.
Yeah.
I was in a meme song. It was just the only song that I actually heard
Mhm.
when the album came out because of like the media and stuff.
The media.
So I'm familiar to it.
Mhm,
It's the
mhm.
only song I can probably like semi enjoy because it sounds way different than the rest of the song's vibe to me.
God,
But I would totally choose other slow songs to jam to instead of this from other artists.
this is so cringe. You're
All
so
right,
cringe.
all right,
Okay.
get it
Redbone
out.
is great. No further comment because it's Redbone. We're talking
Okay,
about California. I like the
Well,
instrumental. It'd be like, you know, it's like that.
you see, I would have enjoyed this song, but I don't know why the fuck Gambino decided to make the vocals sound like they got their fucking nuts kicked inside out.
But you have to understand,
I know.
she want to move to California. Pause.
Okay.
She must
Then
have
why is it?
fucking lost her mind. Anyway, yeah, this song isn't really that good. It's also just kind of meh. But
I
here
am
we pick up. Okay, let me tell
I
you
am
something.
terrified with your song choices.
I see what you did there.
Ah,
Now listen, Terrified is a good one. I feel like people kind of overrate it. That's just a personal thing. I definitely wouldn't put it in my list, but it's still really good. Perhaps a bit slow, but damn, you know?
wow.
And you
The
know,
song didn't really have anything that like jumped out at me.
mhm,
But I also wrote again, I could totally like understand like how someone would like this in terms of like all like the pieces coming together to make this like ensemble of a song.
mhm.
Like, but like nothing screamed out and was like making me feel like damn this is good. I was just like, yeah, yeah.
Now listen, Nathan, if you don't like this
Okay.
next song, you must be some kind of baby boy.
Okay, that was awful.
You're awful. Anyway,
Baby Boy's an
baby
actual decent song.
decent, buddy. This song is spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
This shit, oh,
Sure.
this shit, oh,
Okay.
this shit,
Yep.
oh.
Okay.
All right, listen.
Yep.
I got. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 letters for you.
Okay. Letters.
Masterpiece.
Oh.
You can count it if you need to.
No, I don't want
All right. Listen. This song,
to. Mm-hmm.
it just gets you. It just
Mm-hmm.
it just gets in there. You know?
Right.
It's like a urethral swab. It just gets in there. You know what a urethral swab is?
Sadly.
It just gets in there. But
Okay.
this song doesn't go in your penis. It goes to your heart
Right. Yeah.
and your ears.
So that's just a stethoscope.
Well, yeah, but it goes into your. Yeah, like you're putting the. Hold on.
Fuck you.
I need it. Okay, listen.
Oh,
When the Gambino be like, there was a time before you and there will be a time after you. That
okay.
shit got you like a urethral swab.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Now, that song, one of the greatest songs ever. Now, what do
Mm-hmm.
you think about this song?
Well, uh, my notes say it's an actual decent song. I enjoyed because there's nothing wacky with this song, like how everything else. There wasn't anyone getting their nuts kicked. There wasn't any weird choruses
Mhm.
or lyrics that threw me off
Right.
and completely like hooked me out.
Uh-huh.
It feels like I've heard this song just like this kind of exact style from somewhere else. Um, but it's still a decent mellow song, and I enjoyed it.
Hmm. Nathan, you hate black people, clearly. Next up, we have The Night Me and Your Mama Met. Uh, just a really pretty interlude, honestly. Uh, really reminiscent of Me and Your Mama, if it was kind of toned down. Yeah, not really much to it. It's pretty. Obviously, not
Is
something I'm
this
gonna.
counting as a song?
Yeah, it's an interlude.
Fuck.
Why you want to put this in your top three?
It would probably be my top three.
All right, you can put it there if you want.
But then in my notes, I fucking wrote, I was like, well, fuck you, Childish Gambino. My mama don't want you. Anyway, this song feels like a Bob Marley resurrection, and I
Hmm?
would totally listen to this if I like smoked a bowl.
Okay. Strange comment, But all right.
Yep. You put this on while I'm smoking and toking, I'd be like,
I would say this is a
yo.
good like stargazing song. But
Get your cringy shit out of here.
bro, what the fuck? You call this a Bob Marley-esque song? Get
This
out of
is
here.
the song I would listen to while I share a milkshake with someone.
Bro, why are you doing that? Oh my lordy lord.
Oh my lordy
Is
lord.
that the
Is
night
that
me and your
the
mama met by Childish Gambino?
Our final song is Stanza.
Okay. This shit song, I mean, not a shit song. It put in my notes, bro, this shit is also beautiful. So I instinctively said shit. I just, when I write notes, I'm just like, I'm like fucking an idiot. And I'm just trying to write shit as quick as possible. Anyway, this song is also beautiful. Definitely not as complex as the other songs. It doesn't really have any fancy vocal effects. And the beat isn't really that wacky. But honestly, it's just really saddening, but also uplifting Gambino lyrics. I didn't even talk about it's kind of a rumor that there's like a concept story to this album about a relationship that is falling apart. So the whole point is that at the beginning this couple meets, then they break up, they move to California and they break up, but they get pregnant, and the husband or Gambino wants to see his child, but he can't because custody. So this song is kind of like a send off, like, I'm not going to be able to see you again. Keep your head up. I love you, buddy. And I think that's really beautiful. I don't think it's like confirmed or anything, but that's just what I've heard on TikTok and shit.
Mm.
But yeah, this is great. And I think it really wraps up the album. It also kind of just makes me be like, I want to listen to this album again. Every time maybe it's just because that's how I listen to albums for the podcast. So like now my brain
Uh-huh.
is like instinctively conditioned to be like, oh, you just finished the album? Do it again. But
Mm-hmm.
like literally every time I've listened to Stand Tall, I've been like, I really want to hear Me and Your Mama now.
Whoa.
Um, but yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
what do you have? Do you have anything to say?
I put down, I was like, remember, a final song to me in an album has got to be like a grand, all right? It's got to be extraordinary.
Mm,
So that's the only comment that I wrote down before the song, and then now I wrote post song. I liked the beat switch within this song. It kept it interesting and didn't
mm-hmm,
really keep it like too straight of a train track, which kind of like made me lose interest. That didn't happen.
mm-hmm,
So it's a chill and mellow way for finishing off this album,
mm-hmm.
um, let alone this song. And I think that finisher was perfectly met with that final beat switch, with that style
Yeah.
that Gambino had towards like the final, I think like 2 minutes of the song,
Mm-hmm.
which was a good finale. I was satisfied.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, overall, album's great. Oh, let me get my notes app ready. My apologies. Overall, love this album. I'm actually looking to get it on vinyl. The only thing is that uh, here in Canada, I could just order it on Amazon, no problem. But in American
But
Walmart, they have a blue uh alternate, like exclusive to Walmart,
uh-huh.
and they don't have it in the States, unfortunately. Or not, sorry, I'm getting confused. Let me rethink what I'm saying. Okay. So in Canada, they don't have this vinyl, but in the States they do. So I'm looking to try to send it to a Walmart near me, and then I'll go over there. But
Hmm.
obviously with COVID, it's pretty tough. So yeah, but it looks so clean. Like this isn't an album I'm like, oh, I need this on vinyl. Like I'm not obviously like massive fan of it, but I do really really like some of the songs, most of the songs. But I'm like, if I'm getting it, I got to get it on the blue vinyl, you know?
Right.
But yeah. Anyway, gonna give my top 3 favorite songs. I have them already, so I'll go first. You can just think of yours while I say mine.
Not have one.
So, oh, okay, big man. Number 3, I got Riot. Number 2, I got Baby Boy. And number 1, I got Me and Your Mama. So what about you?
I had 3. Had to pick an order.
Gotcha.
Okay, I'm gonna do the night me and your mama met. I'll put it at a 3.
Okay. Oh, the
I'll
night Me and
put
Your Mama
Baby
met, sorry.
Boy the night. Yeah, number 2 I'll put Baby Boy, and number 1 I'll put Riot.
Baby Boy and Riot as number 1. You can include Redbone if you want to. I'm kind of thinking we can put the kibosh on the whole no mainstream songs on the lists.
Well, since I listened to it, like, when was this out? 2016, right? Yeah, it's been fucking almost 6 years. So it's just, I've listened to it so many fucking times.
So you just don't want to?
No.
All right. And then
this is my choice.
Our favorite songs overall on this thing could be any song, could be Redbone if we want to, but obviously that's not really important. Top song. Our lists are kind of different. My number one is our two our only 2 songs that we have the same on here are Baby Boy and Riot. You have Riot at 1, I have it at 3. You have Baby Boy at 2, I have it at 2. So we could do Baby Boy.
That seems fair.
Alrighty. I'm gonna give this a very, very solid 8. As individual songs, it doesn't. I already know you're gonna give me some shit for that. As individual songs, this album can feel a bit weird, especially with some of the more alternative songs like Zombies, Zombies, California. But as one cohesive project, this album captivates me so much, and I really like it. What about you, Nathan? What are you gonna do to me? What are you doing here?
I'm about to break your balls.
You're gonna give it a 6 or something?
I'm about to break your balls. 5.
Ugh. Dude.
There's nothing in this album that I enjoy. There's nothing. I would not put any of these songs on an album. Or a playlist. I would never put any of these songs on the aux. I would never put
this isn't an aux album. What the fuck is wrong with you? No. Yeah, me and the homies going to the movies, blasting Baby Boy, bro.
No, I'm just making the point that I would never play this song in any scenario. Not laying down in bed, not freaking doing chores, not doing homework, not reading.
If I ever drive you anywhere, I'm going to play this entire album.
Okay, then I'm opening your fucking passenger seat and I'm jumping out of the car.
I'm taping the door shut from the inside.
That's just stupid. What if there's a fire?
Well, it's from the inside, so you can get out. But you're not allowed to break it if there's not a fire. So if you want to get out, you can start a fire. That's okay. Well, it's not okay. You can't start a fire in my car. That's not cool.
Well, you just said it's okay. So
okay. No, I didn't mean that. I take it back.
I'll take your word for it. So that's really funny. So you get mad at me for giving a shit Gambino song a low ranking, but I can start a fire in your car. That's really cool.
I didn't say that. I did say it, but I didn't mean it.
Wow.
Okay, listen.
It's not that hard either. You just gotta get a match and throw it down.
You're stinky. I hate you. That's it for this week's episode of the Have You Heard podcast. I'm Pablo.
You'd burn a lot.
You're white. Shut up.
I would burn. Be gone.
Dude, just say bye already. God.
Oh, bye.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next week. God, you're so stupid.
Fuck off. Shut up.